What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and today I'm bringing you guys a weapon review. That's right, weapon review of the Messenger. We're talking specifically about the Crucible, and the Messenger, of course, is gained through Trials of Osiris. So, legendary pulse rifle in the same class as a Hopscotch Pilgrim or Three Little Words or Red Death. I'm including Red Death because it's a two-shot headshot, not because of the rate of fire. So this thing is also a two-shot headshot. Some of the perks that it has: Sure Shot IS, Red Dot OAS. You want to get that stability on this particular weapon. Range Lens RLS3. Down the meaty perks, you have Third Eye, which if you could re-roll the Trials of Osiris weapons, which is I think why people consider Hopscotch Pilgrim a better pulse rifle than Messenger, I would get rid of Third Eye if I could. You also have Extended Mag, Flared Magwell, and Perfect Balance. You want to use Perfect Balance here because of the stability. And then last but not least, you have Head Seeker, which is going to increase the crit damage to 41. I'm sure if you use Three Little Words, you're probably aware of that if you had that specific perk, Head Seeker. Now, talking about this weapon in terms of engagements, and any of these slower rate of fire, high impact pulse rifles, at least for me, I have not been able to excel with these things in medium to close range. And I think that is the correct scenario. You shouldn't be running around with this thing just dominating people in CQC because the rate of fire is so slow. If you're not accurate and you're trying to aim at people in CQC, it can be very difficult to get kills. So, you know, if you're facing off against a Last Word, or you're facing off against a faster fire rate pulse rifle or something like that, and if your aim is getting knocked out of place because of high caliber rounds or whatever they have, Mida multi-tool, it makes it kind of difficult for this weapon to shine because the DPS is going to be a lot slower because the rate of fire is a lot slower. So maintaining the range and lining up those headshots or body shots to headshots is really important for this weapon's success. So it's kind of a map-specific weapon. If you know you're going to have a lot of long-range encounters on a map like Shores of Time or Pantheon or Rusted Lands in some scenarios, or Widow's Court in some scenarios, or most scenarios actually in that map, this weapon really shines. If you're going to be in CQC engagements a lot, you're probably not going to have your Messenger out. You're probably going to have out a shotgun, to be honest, but it's not a primary that excels in medium to close range, so it makes it difficult for me to use this map or this weapon a whole lot based on the maps that you end up playing. Blind Watch is one where you can kind of get away with some CQC if you stay on the outside on that roof or whatever. But you know, you think about each map, it's like, okay, where would I play with this weapon the most? Oh, okay, probably here, here, and here. And then you kind of limit yourself to where the weapon is effective. Now, just talking about personal experience and the gameplay that you guys are seeing right now. We're on Shores of Time. I'm playing against a party of 3 or 4 on the other team. And the game before, they had a guy that had the #1 kills in the game. He was blink shotgunning around the map. I think I saw him pull out his Suros. Mind you, he's using Suros a couple times. And, you know, he finished with like 33, 34 kills. Now, because they were in a party and we were playing fire-based, it was kind of difficult for me to hold a specific position without having a couple of them running at me at a time. Especially if I killed one, I knew I would have to probably deal with another one. So I just kept kind of moving around the map, trying to capture points and flip those spawns or whatever so we get good side. As soon as we got on Shores of Time, I was like, okay, are they still in here? All right, all this group is the same. I'm going to try to really expose these guys. And that's what I was mentally saying to myself. I'm going to really try to expose these guys and maximize where this weapon shines. So anytime I saw any of them at range, I was lighting them up with Messenger. So much so that 2 of the members of the party actually switched their weapons to Thorn. And, you know, they got a couple more kills, but, you know, I was just straight up. I was in the zone, and I knew the weapon's strength. So this is a weapon for me personally that I would not pull out on almost more than half of the maps in this game. I think there's 3 maps that it could really shine on. 2 that I would definitely use it on. Rusted Lands is one where it's like, a lot of the engagements in Rusted Lands for me anyway are kind of medium range, and I know where I can sit in spots to really light people up with Messenger. But for the most part, if I'm playing control and moving around the map, I know there's going to be a lot of tight scenarios on that map. It's not one that I would really use it on. So, you know, I think that when you think about a weapon like the Messenger or Hopscotch Pilgrim or Three Little Words or any of those slow rate of fire pulse rifles, you have to kind of think about your engagement distance more so than is this weapon actually, lethal, right? So that's something to think about. I really don't have too much else to add with this. I think Hopscotch Pilgrim is probably the better option because you can re-roll those perks, and I think the base stability is a little bit better on Hopscotch Pilgrim, if I'm not mistaken. So it's definitely one that stands out for me, at least, as being the better of the two. But don't get it twisted. This weapon is still very, very deadly. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. I've been on my pulse rifle kick, talked about time on target, talked about Scourge Revenge. Keep going with more. I'll probably talk about the Conduit next. I might have to re-roll that one a couple times, but be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss any more of my future videos. Check out the 42 kill bomb with Messenger if you haven't already. And until next time, folks, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty. If you like this video, you should probably click on the one down below. That'll take you to another video. You may like it. A little bit about me. I'm a former pro player. I play PC and console, mostly shooters. I also have a gaming podcast. I do tips and tactics, live gameplays. Check out my Twitch. Also, I work in the industry.